Good evening, everyone. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Come on, Jorma.
All right.
Pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are you okay?
No,
Okay.
Looks like somebody kicked him in the shin.
it's not.
It was-
It's not going to get any worse.
Can we have roll call, please?
Supervisor McLaughlin.
Here.
Deputy Supervisor Rubin.
Here.
Councilman Boyd.
Here.
Councilman Tempori.
Here.
And Councilman Campbell. Present.
Thank you. So our first item on the agenda tonight is our Director of Finance, Christina Cahill, will be doing a presentation on our tentative budget.
Hello, everybody. Again, I'm Christina. I've been now the Director of Finance since February. I'm very excited to be working for this wonderful town and look forward to many more years to come. So our tentative budget, just put together a quick little slideshow. So basically, this one just shows basically how the taxes are distributed. So obviously, the blue is your school taxes, make up most of the taxes. The orange is the town, and then the little gray is the county. So our 2026 tentative budget right now for the general highway and library, we're proposing a tax levy of $15 million for. Last year, it was at $13,395,000, which comes to about an estimate of an increase of $1.6 million. Why such a big increase is, the typical cost. There's rising costs for services and materials, the price of lumber alone, and blacktop materials are just some of the significant cost increases. Obviously, we also have our contractual obligations and inflation. This just shows basically, from when I did some research over the years since 2015, we had about 8 years where there was no tax increases. And then it gradually started significantly going up. This is a concern because in those years, even though it sounds great not having any tax increases, it's not fiscally responsible. During that period, the town maintained a balanced budget by relying basically on fund balances, and this resulted in declining general fund balances, which is really not sustainable long term. So this is why it's very important that going forward that we have to be fiscally responsible, and this is why we have to increase taxes. Now, even though the tax levy looks higher, there was a major reassessment which did uncover additional taxable value across the town, and it spread the tax burden more equitably. So despite, again, the tax increase, the tax rate itself decreased significantly from 8.56 per $1,000 assessed value to 5.77. And you can see in the graph that, throughout the years from 2019 till this year, you can see the tax decrease. And as an example, I provided, if it goes to it, hold on. This is just an example based on a house value of $350,000. Last year, you would have seen it at $2,000. And this year, with the new assessment, you'd be paying for that same tax value $1,832. And then this is basically just a breakdown of the budget that we have, the tentative budget, based on all the different funds and the special districts. So any questions? Open it up for questions.
I have a question, Christina, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Back on one of your slides.
Okay.
Find where I was.
Oh, okay. All right. Are you guys okay in the dark?
All right, onto your taxable assessment slide. Okay, one more.
This one.
Could you give us some, I'm just curious, it says this year there was a major reassessment which uncovered additional taxable value across the town. Could you explain what that means? What would be the additional taxable value that was found throughout the town?
So this is
Like
probably
undervalued properties that weren't being taxed enough?
this is probably a question that Seth can probably answer. He would probably have better knowledge on that one.
I can't see him, he's in the dark.
No, you have to come up
to
here.
the
Come
microphone.
up, unless you want to come use this one.
Do we want to turn all the lights back on?
No, they told me not to because
You
there's.
have to stand so the public can hear you out on TV land.
You got to be the spotlight, come on. Right here.
Yeah, in doing that, we did a data collection as well. So we picked up a lot of unpermitted improvements, some improvements that had been permitted but had not just hadn't been put on the record. So in all of that, not only did we pick up, for changes in the market, but we also picked up changes in the inventory as well.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
Thank you.
Audience?
Question?
Yeah.
Anyone? Kathy?
Well, I'm gonna need the lights.
Okay. Seth, can you put the lights?
It's just my usual question.
I know, I'm just giving you a hard
It's not
time.
gonna be, you know,
I think-
a
oh.
page.
No problem.
I understand.
Yeah, you bet.
The first one on the interest income. In 2025, you had 66, now you have 200,000. What's?
What page are we looking at? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Page 5.
Oh, thank you.
So the reason for that is,
my budget
so we have an
Share with
investment
me.
account where we put, whenever we collect the tax money in January, we put it in that account. And we collect a lot of interest in it. Now, when I started in February, I wasn't aware to put those money in that account right away.
Okay.
So there was a lull of a couple of months. So come now, this year, January, when we collect the taxes, the very first thing is I'm gonna put that money in account so we can collect the interest on
It
that.
will reflect.
Correct.
Okay, because I know it's higher before that, and then all of a sudden.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. This rental property here, on the same page, down in the middle, you had, what is that rental property? The cell towers. Why was it 98, and now it's 165? I thought it was 165,000 before that. Now it says 98 in 2025, same thing?
Correct. So those numbers that or say actuals, they're actuals probably through July. I still have, because I'm catching up again, I'm catching up on the year's worth of stuff. So it's
Okay.
just stuff that has not been recorded
Okay,
yet.
because then it will be 165.
Correct.
There's a
Yes.
lot of that. We went through this. There's a lot of those where the numbers don't
Yeah.
reflect because we
Right.
haven't got the monies in yet because it was
Oh,
Well,
going for
They're
months ago.
quarterly or,
Right, well, correct, but, so yes, that's the case in some instances. In the instance where this, it just hasn't been recorded yet, but we
Okay.
have the money, yes.
okay, I just was, because I was wondering why it went down. Okay, and, it's, well, maybe this is it too, is the fines in the forfeiture down the
Correct.
page? Same
Mhm,
thing?
correct.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just making sure.
I guess the easiest way to explain it is if we were looking at this in January, it
Right.
would reflect the actual numbers for the
For the
whole
year.
2025, but we're
Correct.
looking at it before the end of the year.
Right, but I thought in January, when Yulia was here, I thought she was coming back, a couple months. She said she still had to do transfers or something. And then I never saw her come back. Okay. So now, and maybe this always was, deputy supervisor gets a stipend now?
Always
yes.
has.
That's what I'm asking. Was it always there?
It was always in there.
Because poor Lou, he never got one.
I thought it should be triple. And I didn't even get to vote on it.
And page 11. Again, what is this sub? Is this just your area of work?
Yes, so this is the section for finance department,
Right.
and this is the breakdown.
Okay, I was looking at the sub here. Okay, it was just the breakdown. And- Okay.
And I will tell you that the entire town board decided before that no one is taking a 2% increase, so.
No, the whole
No,
town board.
well, just the whole town board, all of us.
That's great.
And that means if I do win Mega Millions tonight, I'm not paying for the Lake Carmel Community.
Oh,
I think I already put my foot in my mouth. I told my wife
You've
that.
told too
I
many
told my
people.
wife that when I went home the other day. She's like, "Why would you do that?" I'm like, "Because it's like 690 million, and I can afford to pay $10 million." All right, wait, $5 million. 3.2.
She's gonna take your money, she's gonna run away. Okay.
Oh, by the time it gets up, it'll be fine.
Okay, so again, traffic control.
True.
There's the, page 23. It has 10,000 in there, and it was only 4,000, but again, maybe not everything, is it?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Now I'm figuring it out all by myself.
I did too.
I'm proud of
I
both.
feel like you and I
Once
wrote
the
it through the
final
same
budget
questions.
comes out, even though, so once the final budget is adopted one,
Yeah.
I do plan on being caught up with having everything booked, so you'll better have a better.
Better idea. Okay, page 33. The historian contractual,
So
where's
that,
the $25,000?
so that 25,000 is actually coming in from a grant.
Oh. Okay. So it's reflected on something else,
Yes, we just haven't received it yet.
like all the other grants, right?
Well, now with the government closed, it's really not helping our situation.
Yeah.
I don't know, my
State
sister-in-law
funding is
works
still
for the
coming through,
government,
though.
she's not
Yes.
getting paid.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And a lot of our
Sorry.
grants are DEC.
The what?
I don't think that one's
A
DEC.
lot of our grants are state or, state senate or state DEC.
Yeah,
So where we're really struggling on the federal side is the FEMA.
and the page 43, the expense on the installment purchase debt, that was the bond for years ago, $6 million or something.
Can you repeat it louder, please?
Page 43, the expense, type E,
Yes, that is on the bond.
that's on the bond,
Yes, which we renewed.
meaning?
So the bond gets renewed every year,
Okay.
so that's like the principal amount for that bond.
Page 45, on the sewer district. I mean, I did speak with Sean about, it going up, but in 2025, what was the 26,539?
So we have yet to pay the sewer bill. It's
Right.
usually paid in January, but we're waiting for
Right.
them to provide backup.
Yes.
So right now, that actual is, we had, well, that's, the actual, I'd have to check what that contains, yeah. I thought you meant like why we haven't
No,
paid.
I
it.
was wondering why there's
Yeah.
26,000.
Do you know why, Sean?
And
Wasn't it issues that we had with the sewer
Is it
district that
repairs
you
for the
had to pay?
substitutes?
Right, so on top
might
of
have been the
like the
repairs.
120 that we would pay
Yeah, so the
to.
26 is repairs that you had to do.
Yeah, recently we had a
Oh, that was
pump and
9,000.
But those are not reflected in there.
Oh,
The
Okay.
the very
that was the
recent one.
9,000 that you gave me a copy of?
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
one of them. That was like the pump, and then we had a communication system with them,
What?
alarm system.
What's this
Okay.
26?
So yeah, I don't know how.
No, that's
And again,
I can get back to you
Well,
though,
Christine will get
what
back to us.
exactly
Yeah,
that was.
absolutely.
Okay, and transfers to other fund transfers, 10,000 here, it was zero before, it was zero after, what is that? Oh, that's 2025, what is that?
That's something that was budgeted, but we haven't used it. So I don't know what last year's budget was,
Okay,
like what
so
the number was.
Could you get back to me on
Yes, of course. So which page is that?
that? Page, I'm sorry, 45. I'm not taking up too much room because nobody else is.
It's all right. Everyone is letting you use your time. Seth gave you his 3 minutes.
I was thinking, Kathy, you can have more time. Everybody,
Well, I tried to tab everything so I wouldn't take up too much time.
We need Julie here with the 30-second
Warning.
poster to hold up.
This is from last night.
Yeah.
So I guess we have no capital reserve because we're not getting any interest?
Correct.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
And I'll get
Thank
back
you.
to you on that.
Okay. I appreciate it.
No problem. Anyone else?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so wait, no one else? Everyone else is good? We're all, okay. No, hold them back, Kathy. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Christina.
You're welcome.
You did a great job.
Yes, we appreciate it.
No.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yes, yes,
Sort this out.
We have to make one up.
yes.
All right, so obviously with the amount of the budget increase, we're gonna have to go over the tax cap again this year. So we have to-
2%.
The 2% tax cap, so we're gonna have to pass a resolution for that, which we don't have. Nancy, I think I'm gonna need help with a resolution for that. You wanna do something else and have her jot something down, and we'll come back to it?
Want me to do the court
I
clerk?
I think you can just make a motion to override the tax cap for the 2026 budget.
Okay, I make a motion to override the tax cap for the 2026 budget. I make this motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So we have started going line by line now to the tentative budget, and we'll be setting another meeting so that we will continue going line by line to see where else we can cut money here and there to, to not have to raise the taxes significantly. Yes, but we're still going line by line. This isn't the end. So yes, this was just the tentative tonight.
You seriously almost mirrored all the questions that I had going line by line through there. You know,
That's scary.
It was almost, I was asking the same exact things as you were asking.
Okay, all right. So our next item on the agenda is one of our justice clerks is leaving and moving to Florida. So we are going to accept her resignation with regret, and then we are going to appoint a new full-time court clerk.
All right, we
Does
good?
anyone want to?
Jordan?
Make a motion to adopt a resolution accepting the resignation of Town of Kent court clerk and appointing a court clerk. Whereas court clerk Kelly Miliambro has tendered her resignation effective October 29th, 2025, creating a vacancy in the position of Town of Kent Justice Court Clerk. And whereas the Honorable Kevin L. Dushkoff wishes to appoint Francesca Albon, who has acted as a part-time employee, to be the full-time court clerk. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Kent hereby accepts the resignation of Kelly Miliambro as clerk of the Town of Kent Justice Court with regret and with thanks for her service to the town. And is further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Kent authorize the appointment of Francesca Albon as clerk of the Town of Kent Justice Court effective October 30th, 2025, at an annual salary of $55,000. I make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes. 55. It's so low. The next item on the agenda is we are hiring 2 more part-time EMTs at a rate of $22 per hour, effective Friday, October 31st, pending the receipt of a background check and drug screening.
I make a motion to authorize the hiring of EMTs for the Town of Kent, whereas the Town of Kent is seeking to fill part-time emergency medical technician positions, and whereas Dave Bergman, Chief of Town of Kent EMS, Mr. Bergman is recommending Alex Rosales and Shira Castellucci as part-time EMTs. Now therefore be it resolved, the Board of the Town of Kent hereby authorizes the hiring of Alex Rosales and Shira Castellucci as part-time EMTs pending completion of all background checks and civil service requirements at a rate of $22 per hour. And be it further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Kent hereby authorizes the supervisor to execute any and all documents necessary to give effect to this resolution. I make this motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Our next item on the agenda is for our beautiful electric sign that is out front. We need electric to it. So we are going out to bid for the electric work for the sign. Are we just,
We're waiting this one?
do we have,
We don't have a resolution for this one, but we're just authorizing the clerk to advertise for bids.
So I make a resolution authorizing the town clerk, Yolanda Di Capelli, to advertise for electric bids for the electric sign that is located outside of Town Hall?
For
Second.
hookup of,
For what?
for the hookup of.
For the hookup of the electric sign.
Yeah.
I make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And just to be clear, this was money that was set aside from our ARPA funds. And the electric is also, that money is also, was set aside, so there is money for the electric work.
Correct. There's a sufficient
So-
amount of money, it doesn't come out of the town's pocket.
Nope, so to pay for the electric work. Okay? Well, we hope, unless we get a really big bill.
When I say that, they have to be prevailing wage, and they can pick up the specs.
That's true. If you want to add to that, either one, yeah, you could pick it up at Town Hall here or email me and I will email you a copy of
I think
that.
you have to email the clerk. I think it has to go through the clerk's office, correct?
Or email the clerk.
Yes, it has to go,
Yeah.
it has to go through the clerk's office, so do not email Sean.
Do not
Yeah.
email me. Unless you want.
All
You
the
can
ins-
email Sean, but don't.
The instructions will be in the notice that gets published.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Anyway, the specs are available.
Sue Foxer, Town of Kent. Do you have an estimate about how much the electric will be per month for that sign? Will it be running 24/7?
I think it'll probably go off during certain hours, but yeah, it'll be on most of the time.
Okay. What kind of notices will go on that sign?
Town notices, meetings, events at town hall, our movie nights.
All right.
Everything that's been going on, the portable digital sign that's been sitting out in half into the road on
That
52.
one. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we could put on it, enter for Halloween trick or treat and exit out back. So
Right, Kevin?
traffic control.
Okay. All right, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Our next item on the agenda is for our CREST grant. I am going to ask Councilwoman Campbell to introduce this item.
Okay, so we're working to get enough funding to at least complete a major portion of the renovation of the Town Hall Annex building, the old Town Hall. And so we are interested in applying for CREST funding from the State Senate in the amount of $100,000 to go towards the kitchen and food pantry in that building. I just received an estimate a few hours ago from Barton and LaJudas. Opinion of probable cost comes in at $142,000. Any amount over the $100,000 from CREST would be covered by the ARPA funds that we've already allocated for the project. So this is just a way of bolstering the funds that we have for this. So any discussion? Otherwise, I will go ahead and propose a resolution.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I make a motion to adopt a resolution to apply for CREST Senate funding. That's Community Resiliency, Economic Sustainability, and Technology Program for the installation of the kitchen and food pantry at the Town Hall Annex on Route 52, with the understanding that the total project cost is $142,000, and that CREST will fund up to $100,000 of the total project cost, and any expenses beyond that are the responsibility of the town. And also that we would authorize the supervisor to execute the grant agreement, and that the signature of the supervisor constitutes acceptance of the terms and conditions of the grant agreement and approves its execution. I'm parroting from a previous resolution on this. I make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Thanks. We'll get that one in.
Our next item is for the building department. Our building clerk, Kathy Vaccaro, is leaving us, unfortunately. She does not want to. She is very upset. So we accept her resignation with regret tonight. And, yeah.
I make a motion to pass a resolution accepting the resignation of Catherine Vaccaro, whereas Catherine Vaccaro has submitted her resignation for her position as building clerk effective October 24th, 2025, and whereas the town of Kent wishes to recognize Catherine Vaccaro and give thanks for her service to the town, now therefore be resolved. The town board of the town of Kent hereby accepts the resignation of Catherine Vaccaro with gratitude and appreciation for her service to the town. I make this motion.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
I make a motion to add an item to the agenda for, I'm sorry, what?
It's approval of a settlement of a tax certiorari proceeding.
Okay, I make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, do you want to explain what we're passing, what we're agreeing to tonight?
Sure. So there was a tax certiorari proceeding that was pending between the Town of Kent and Kent Storage Part 1 LLC. And the parties have reached a settlement for the assessment roll year of 2025, and the town assessor has approved the settlement, the proposed settlement, which is set forth in the consent judgment, which I don't have in my hands right
want
now. Yeah, if you want the details, that'll be helpful. Thank you. Okay, so the original assessed value for 2025 was 4.6 million. They challenged that and asserted that the value of their property was no more than $460,000. After litigating and negotiating, they've agreed to settle this for an assessed valuation of $3,177,000. So we need the town board's approval to enter into the settlement.
And we have a resolution for that.
Yep.
Okay, any board discussion?
I can read it if you'd like.
Okay, any?
I guess my only, I read this when it came out, when you sent the agenda out the other day, and how does their evaluation of $460,000 and ours of $4,600,000?
Factor of 10.
Yeah, I mean,
Did
that's
somebody
just,
just
I
drop a
read that, and I
zero?
said, that's gotta be a typo error, something's gotta be
No.
wrong.
Because that's what that you always go low and hope that,
Low, that's not even low, that's below low.
well, they tried.
Yeah, I guess.
A for effort.
Took a shot.
All right.
So I'll read it if you tell me again how to pronounce certiorari.
That was close enough. Certiorari.
Certiorari, okay. I make a motion to adopt a resolution approving settlement of tax certiorari proceeding in the matter of the application of Kent Storage Part 1 LLC versus the assessor of the town of Kent, the Board of Review of the town of Kent, and the town of Kent. Whereas the town of Kent is currently a party respondent in a certain tax certiorari proceeding entitled Kent Storage Part 1 LLC versus the assessor of the town of Kent, the Board of Review of the town of Kent, and the town of Kent, currently pending in the Supreme Court, State of New York, County of Putnam, bearing index number 501209/25, the proceeding. And whereas petitioners in this proceeding are contesting the total assessed valuation of the premises shown on the Kent tax map as Section 22, Block 2, Lot 33, as listed on the 2025 assessment roll, and whereas a proposed settlement of the proceeding has been negotiated by and among the assessor of the town of Kent, the Kent Town Attorney and counsel to petitioner, and the town assessor has recommended acceptance and approval of the proposed settlement, the terms of which are set forth in a proposed consent agreement, judgment rather, a full and complete copy of which is annexed here too and hereby made a part hereof. And whereas the assessor of the town of Kent and the property owner have agreed to settle the proceeding by reducing the assessed valuation of the subject premises as follows: assessment roll year 2025, original assessment $4,600,000, reduced assessment $3,177,000. And now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Kent hereby approves and ratifies the settlement of the proceedings as recommended by the town assessor as set forth above. And be it further resolved that Jamie Spillane Esquire of the firm Hogan and Rossi and Liguori, the Kent Town Attorney, or any other member of said firm is hereby authorized and directed to sign on behalf of the town of Kent said consent judgment in the form annexed hereto, or if hereinafter modified or amended, in such form as may be deemed satisfactory to the town attorney. I make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then, Sean, I believe you wanted to add something to the agenda?
Yes, so, speaking with Kathy Doherty
Make a
today.
motion to add something to the agenda.
Well, all right, so
And then
I'm just gonna
Albert?
lay it out and then we'll get to that. So that there was a removal from the fee schedule for the sewer district, which is very important because there's a lot of value to it, dollar value. So we'd like to be able to put it back in. I guess we could do it through, either just like a public meeting, I guess, is probably the strongest way to do it. So I guess we would ask for a public a hearing or whatever, whatever, call it.
So we'd set a public hearing for.
Is this an amendment to the town code?
Yeah, for the
Okay.
fee schedule.
So, yeah, so you're gonna need a public hearing to do that, but you have to have a draft of the proposed local law within at least 10 days before the hearing. So you can schedule the hearing now, and we'll make sure we get it to you within
Yeah, especially because the next town board meeting is not until
November.
November 17th. November 17th.
year's
So we have
gone.
plenty of time to get that.
Correct.
So then I make a motion to set a public hearing for November 17th to add the fee schedule back into the sewer district.
Correct.
And the $100 application and the $50 gallon per day.
I think that we can debate or write it up, with her. So as long as we're, giving authorization to advertise,
For a public hearing on
Yeah.
November 17th.
Would that be at 7 PM, Supervisor?
Yes, it will be.
You made that motion?
I make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Good? Robin? Okay.
yep, thank you.
Am I ready?
You tell me.
The following vouchers for October 21st, 2025 were over the threshold. All Seasons Property Maintenance, $3,000 for cemetery mowing for June and July. All Seasons Property Maintenance, $3,000 for cemetery mowing for August and September. Barton LaJudas, DPC, $4,000 for the Lake Tibet Emergency Action Plan. Semco Water, $4,125.25 for the monthly operations at Kent Water District Number 1. For September of 2025, Cornell Cooperative Extension, $10,463.46 for the ARPA food security from June 1st through June 30th, 2025. Cornell Cooperative Extension, $8,063.92 for the ARPA food security from September 1st through September 30th, 2025. Cornerstone Associates, $3,333 for stormwater consulting contract for May 2025, and $3,333 for stormwater consulting contract for August 2025. Department of Civil Service benefits, $274,507.60 for employee benefits prepay for November 2025. Facilities Maintenance Corporation, $3,525 for contract cleaning for September 2025. Hogan Rossi Lagori, $5,416.63 for legal services retainer for November 2025. Intercity Tire, $2,708.78 for municipal repair stock. Managed Technologies, $3,764.86 for IT support for the weeks of October 6th through the 19th. Millennium Strategies, $500 for services for October 2025. Riverview Industries, $9,691.54 for Highway Department plow frame chassis. VRI Environmental Services, $22,236.25 to install a new pump lift station at number 2. Wind Waste Innovations, $5,207.24 for Lake Carmel Parks Department sanitation for October 1st through the 3rd, 2025, and $10,369.75 for October 6th through the 10th of 2025. I ask the board to approve as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Yes, yep.
All right, I will start with the announcements. So this past Friday, we had Trunk or Treat here at the Town Hall, put on by the Kent Fire Department. It was a great event. I think some people said there was over 1,000 people. Others said there was maybe 800 people. So what do you think, Kevin?
Whatever you guys think. I'm good with that, yeah.
But it was great. And I have to thank our town hall employees, because if you were here, you noticed that the entire lobby and one end of the hall was transformed into Candyland. And all of our employees spent their own money and bought everything that we used in the hallway, and they stayed for their lunch, and they stayed after work, and they came early, and we all transformed, and it was great. The kids loved it. It was a lot of fun. It was good morale. So I have to thank the town hall employees for that. It was
Here,
amazing.
here,
Yeah, good for them. They've put in a lot of time for that.
And those songs are still going through my head.
Okay, that's all I have for right now.
I don't have anything.
Ann, do you want to start?
Yeah, I have a couple. I'll mention one thing for the library, which is the 9th annual Pumpkin Glow on Monday, this coming Monday, the 27th at 6 o'clock. And apparently you bring your carved pumpkin, they put in lights, they have music and snacks and that kind of thing. 6 o'clock on the 27th. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that the Conservation Advisory Committee is planning another Star Party Astronomy Observation Night. And this year, we're going to try to do it at Eustis Park rather than here. It should be darker. Yes, that's right. And I know the bears in my neighborhood, Mom and Cubs, so hopefully not at Eustis Park.
10 to 12.
So come at 4:30. We'll get this into the papers, but this is
Because we don't have another meeting.
before the next town board meeting, I think, at this point, so I wanted to announce it tonight. We'll have a press release, but if you come at 4:30, that way you can kind of get to see the equipment, get to know the astronomers, hear a little bit about what they're going to do, and then as it gets dark, we start seeing all of the different phenomena. And they have some great technology, so you can see things that you wouldn't otherwise see. It's really pretty amazing, so I hope people will come out for that. I guess that's about all I have. There's more at the library, as always. Just check their website. I think they're doing cards for veterans.
Yes, they are.
For the whole month of October, so that would be important. Also, there's a Veterans Appreciation Sale. Oh, do we want to talk about the dedication of the bridge?
Oh, yes, you can if you want to. It's,
I don't know the details. I know it'll be at the new bridge at 9:30.
yeah, we are dedicating the bridge formerly known as the Broken Bridge. We will be dedicating it on November 11th.
It's now the Buffalo Bridge.
It's now the Buffalo Bridge. It will no longer be named the Broken Bridge. We will now refer to it as the Buffalo Bridge. The Buffalo Bridge.
So that'll be Tuesday, November 11th. At what
Tuesday.
time?
I'm not sure
I
what
think
time
maybe
yet.
9:30 or
Yes.
something.
Buffalo University.
Because it's so strong, it can hold a buffalo.
That too.
Could hold a few buffaloes.
Is that what they did for
I heard.
Brooklyn Bridge? They put elephants over it to prove how strong it was?
Wow.
Pretty sure that's what Richie named it, the Buffalo Bridge. It probably says it on the sign.
Big letters. And also, I want to thank Councilwoman Campbell for coming out on our trunk or treat night and spending
thank
the
you.
night with us, giving out candy and having to listen to that music over and over and over again.
Thank you.
Are you good?
It was great fun.
Early voting starts Saturday. Please, 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 I tell this to my students in my government class. We have the civic duty and responsibility to please go out and vote. And I tell my students, I have friends of mine that complain all the time that our taxes are too high, we don't get this, we don't get that. And I ask them if they vote, and they say no, and I say, please be quiet, you have nothing to complain about, since you're not taking part in the electoral process. So early voting starts Saturday, please go out and vote, and election day is the 4th. We will not see each other until after that.
Yeah, so just to clarify, it's open pretty much every day at those multiple sites in the county. I think the only date that they stop is Monday, November 3rd, because they have to move everything into the polling places. Most days it's 9 to 5, even on Sundays. And then Tuesday, the 28th, and the Thursday, the 30th, are noon to 8 instead.
Yeah, and you can go to Putnam BOE. If you just type that into any search engine, it'll bring you right to our County Board of Elections page.
Yeah.
I'm going to do Chris's announcement for him. So on Saturday, November 8th from 10 to 12, there is a free rabies vaccine clinic being held at Veterans Memorial Park in the Upper Park. Bring your pets, dogs, cats, and ferrets for a free rabies vaccination. Pets must be at least 12 weeks old. For more information, you can contact the Department of Health, 845-808-1390, extension 43160. So bring your ferrets, your dogs, and your cats.
No kids.
No kids.
We don't give kid shots to kids.
Unless you get bit by a coyote.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to ask again for the 4th of July fireworks. I need a committee. I need 3 or 4 people that will help out figuring donations and setting up for next year's 4th of July. Without a committee, there will not really be fireworks. So I really need somebody to step up. A couple of people.
How many you got so far?
0.
Okay. You're almost there.
Yes, yes,
The committee will be infinitely larger quite soon.
yes.
Okay.
All right.
That'll do it.
Any other comments up here? Okay, public comments. I guess Bill has one because he's creeped closer and closer towards the microphone.
Bill Walters, building inspector, also do zoning. Here's a spoiler alert. Your public hearing that you're going to have on the November 17th, the zoning board meeting night for variances.
Yes, we actually, oh, I'm sorry. So, spoiler alert, we're going to change the public hearing to November 18th, which is actually the Tuesday. I was making sure everyone was paying attention.
Very good.
So,
Thank Paul over there. Thank you.
Bill, I got a question
Oh, yes,
for you while
yes.
you're up there. Has the burn ban been lifted in New York State?
The burn ban ended on the 15th. We are into that funny time of year again where the leaves are dry and blowing around, but use common sense. Which is difficult sometimes. Some people have issues with it.
Bigger is better?
Bigger is better. Yeah, nice idea. Please, you're supposed to be there watching the fire. If you're in Lake Carmel, in the sanitation district, you're not allowed to burn leaves at all, anywhere in the state. If you're in the Park District, they provide bags, your leaves go into bags. There's no burning in the sanitation district. If you're having a recreational fire, you're toasting marshmallows or cooking or using it for heat, that is allowed, okay? But it's only supposed to be 3 foot around, 2 foot high. It's not supposed to be the half yard or something like that, okay? You need to be there and you need to have water available.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
And then on, October 27th at 6 PM, we're going to be holding our town board Lake Carmel Park District Lake Carmel Community Center meeting. So Monday, October 27th, 6 PM in here before the Lake Carmel Park District Advisory Board meeting, we'll be holding a community center meeting.
Right, it has to do with that, and when you
Oh, I'm
mentioned
sorry.
grants again, were you able to give Ann that information about the asbestos
I
removal?
have not yet.
Okay, because there's a bill out there for a grant for municipalities for asbestos abatement.
Okay.
So that could go towards the community center, whether they pick to do one or the other, you got to get rid of the asbestos.
Either option.
Yeah, the asbestos has to go.
Right.
So-
There's no going away from that.
If you have the grant information,
I
we
do.
can.
I
gave it to
pass
Chris.
To Millennium and they can get going on it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll
Thank
give it to
you.
you.
Okay.
We're also going to refine the project list. We had our consultation meeting with the folks from New York Forward, and we're going to proceed with that application as well.
Oh, Betty Bear, the memorial, when are we doing that?
Tomorrow.
Is that open to the public?
Anyone can come if they would like, 1 o'clock.
Yep.
You want to do it? So, okay. So you might have noticed down this end of the hall, there's a beautiful mural on the wall. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we are going to be dedicating that mural to Betty Bear. So if anyone.
I did get to see it today.
Yes, so, and I think Betty would be very, very happy. So tomorrow, we're going to dedicate it to Betty.
Good.
All right, any other public comment?
I make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
See everyone on the 18th. Unless you're coming to the Lake Carmel meeting, then we'll see you on Monday.
Unless I have a new meeting.